ChatGPT said. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a single update about the Los Angeles Dodgers. Because today's story is the one every fan has been waiting for. After weeks of speculation, frustration, and confusion, Dodgers GM finally broke his silence and explained why the team didn't make any big trades at the deadline. The baseball world has been buzzing, fans have been arguing nonstop, and now we finally have an answer straight from the front office. And trust me, it's a lot more complicated than people expected. So let's dive into what really happened behind closed doors. Dodgers fans entered the trade deadline with sky-high expectations. The team was linked to multiple star pitchers, power hitters, and even some blockbuster names that could have changed the entire postseason picture. Rumors were everywhere. One day it was a frontline starter. The next day it was a Gold Glove outfielder. Some insiders even claimed the Dodgers were working on something massive. Fans were ready for fireworks. And then nothing happened. Nothing big, nothing bold, nothing shocking. Just a couple of smaller moves that didn't satisfy anyone, especially the fans who've been begging for major reinforcements. People wanted answers. They wanted to know why a World Series-hungry team didn't pull the trigger when opportunities were clearly available. The pressure on the front office kept building until finally, the Dodgers GM stepped in front of the cameras and decided to tell the truth. And the truth wasn't just about the trade deadline. It was about the franchise's entire plan for the future. According to him, this wasn't hesitation. This wasn't fear. And it wasn't a lack of effort. The Dodgers were aggressive. They were negotiating with several teams. They made offers that, in his words, were strong and competitive. But the problem was the market itself. Prices skyrocketed, teams asked for the Dodgers' top prospects, and some even demanded multiple young stars who the Dodgers believe will play major roles very soon. The GM admitted they had opportunities to land a big-name player, but the cost was so extreme that it would have damaged the team long-term. And that's where the explanation got even more interesting. He said the Dodgers refused to mortgage their future for a short-term rental. They've done it before and it worked, but this time the calculus was different. The organization believes their young core is too valuable to break apart. The GM mentioned how the development of certain prospects has gone far beyond expectations, and the front office didn't want to sacrifice years of talent for a few months of production. Basically, they believe they already have the next generation of stars growing inside the system, and those players might be the ones who create the next Dodgers dynasty. But here's the part that caught everyone's attention. The GM revealed that multiple teams tried to take advantage of the Dodgers' urgency. He said some clubs inflated their asking prices because they knew the Dodgers were desperate for pitching help. They thought the Dodgers would cave and overpay. But the front office refused to get bullied by the market. The GM said they weren't going to make a move just to make a move, especially if it weakened the franchise's long-term depth. According to him, the Dodgers want championships now, but they are also obsessed with sustainability. They don't want one title, they want several in a row. That explanation didn't sit well with everyone. Fans were divided immediately. Some understood it. They appreciated the honesty and respected the commitment to the future. But others? They erupted. Social media exploded with anger. Some fans accused the team of playing it safe. Others said the Dodgers wasted a prime year of their superstars. Many complained that relying on prospects is risky, especially when the team is already on the edge of greatness. One fan wrote, "We're tired of waiting for the future. The future is now. This team should be all in every single year." Another said, "This is the same excuse every time. Prospects don't win championships, stars do." But on the flip side, plenty of fans said this was the right call. One supporter tweeted, "Finally! A GM thinking long-term instead of panicking." Another wrote, "We didn't get fleeced. That's a win." The GM didn't ignore the frustration either. He said he knows fans expected more, and he accepts the criticism. But he also added something that made people think twice. He said the Dodgers weren't just avoiding bad trades, they were planning something bigger down the line. He hinted that the offseason could be explosive. The front office already has its eyes on multiple free agents, and they believe the team will be in a better position to land a superstar when they don't have to give up their best young players in the process. That comment instantly sparked conversation. Who is he talking about? Which superstar? Which potential blockbuster? Fans immediately started speculating. Some believe he was referring to a top-tier pitcher hitting free agency soon. Others think it was a hint toward a major offensive player the Dodgers have been tracking for years. A few even said this could be about a multi-team trade framework already being discussed for the winter. Whatever it is, the GM made it clear the Dodgers are far from done. They're playing the long game, and in their eyes, the rewards will be bigger and better. But he didn't just talk about the future, he defended the current roster, too. He said the team is still elite, still dangerous, and still capable of winning it all. He emphasized that this roster isn't missing talent, it just needs to stay healthy and consistent. He pointed out how several players are heating up at the perfect time, how the pitching staff is stabilizing, and how the clubhouse chemistry has never been stronger. According to him, this group has enough firepower to make a deep postseason run without a blockbuster trade. He also revealed that the Dodgers' analytics and scouting departments strongly advised against certain moves. They believe some of the players available at the deadline had hidden red flags, injury concerns, declining metrics, and inconsistent trends that didn't justify their massive asking prices. The GM made it clear that the Dodgers trust their internal evaluations more than hype or media pressure. And when their scouts say don't do it, they listen. All of this created a huge conversation. Did the Dodgers make the right decision? Did they miss a golden opportunity? Or are they setting up something much bigger in the next few months? Fans are left with questions, but one thing is undeniable: the GM's explanation was the most detailed and transparent the Dodgers have given in a long time. It shows confidence. It shows planning. It shows that they're committed not just to winning in 2024, but dominating the league for years to come. But let's be real. Explanations don't change expectations. The Dodgers are still under pressure. They still have to prove that sticking with their roster was the smart move. They still have to show that the future is truly worth protecting. If the team goes deep into the postseason, fans will praise the front office for being patient. But if the team falls short again, the criticism will only get louder. Every pitch, every at-bat, every injury, every streak, everything suddenly feels magnified. The GM himself acknowledged this. He said the trade deadline decision puts more responsibility on the players and coaching staff. They have to rise to the challenge. Now the spotlight is on them. Fans are already reacting. Some are nervous. Some are optimistic. Some are still furious. But the one thing they all agree on is this: now that the GM has spoken, the team has to back it up on the field. This is a turning point in the Dodgers season. The moment everyone will look back on. The moment people will either say was brilliant or disastrous. And that's what makes this story so dramatic. The Dodgers aren't just fighting opponents, they're battling expectations. They're chasing a championship while trying to protect their long-term identity. They're balancing pressure from fans, media, and their own clubhouse. It's one of the toughest positions any team can be in, but the Dodgers believe they made the right call. And ultimately, only one thing will decide if the GM's explanation holds any weight: winning. So now, as the dust settles and fans argue across social media, one thing is certain: the Dodgers season just got a whole lot more interesting. Every game now feels like a test. Every win feels like evidence. Every loss feels like proof of failure. The GM has spoken. The decision is made. And the only thing left is to watch how this plays out. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more Dodgers updates. And let me know in the comments, do you agree with the GM's explanation? Were the Dodgers right not to make a big trade, or do you think they blew a major opportunity? I'll be responding to as many comments as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.